Welcome to Adventures in Everyday Cooking, where every day can be an adventure in your kitchen if you let it. My name is Heather and this is my kitchen. Today's recipe is from the streets. Oh yeah, we are gonna make street tacos. Now, street tacos are probably one of my favorite things ever. I think there has never been a time that I have passed a food truck that sells street tacos and I have not bought some. And the reason is because I just love them. Like, they're one of my comfort foods. We have a chicken restaurant in town that does street tacos for like $1.49. And anytime I'm in town, I really have to use my self-control to not go and get street tacos. So naturally, when I was at the grocery store recently and they had these cute little street taco bags that have corn tortillas and flour tortillas, I was like, what the heck? Let's make these things at home and they're gonna be delicious. So without further ado, let's get started. So obviously you're gonna want little street taco flour and corn tortillas. I love the corn because I'm gluten-free, but my husband loves the flour, so I got him flour. The next thing we're gonna need is our Carne Asada. We're gonna do Carne Asada street tacos. And I went ahead and I made the marinade and I put the beef into the marinade last night so that it has been marinated for 24 hours. But you're in luck, or maybe I'm in luck. Either way, I took a video and here's that video.
All right, the first thing we're gonna want is a good quality beef. I'm using tri-tip here because it was on special this week, but you can use flank steak or skirt steak or something like that. You just need it in about 1-inch slices. So I've taken this tri-tip and I've sliced it up. So first of all, we're gonna take a little container. This is one I picked up at the dollar store, and it is so that I can hold my marinade without it falling all over the table. And it keeps it really well. All right, and next we are gonna grab ourselves a gallon-sized Ziploc, and we are going to stick it right inside the container, and we're gonna put all of our ingredients in there, and then that way it doesn't flop all over the place and get all over. And it's perfect. And then when we're done, we're going to actually just seal it up and squeeze it all together and mix it. So we don't need an extra bowl. I love that. So in goes the cilantro. Next we have the jalapeno and garlic. Oh, yum. And now our orange juice and our lime juice. And our soy juice, soy sauce juice. I drink it straight, I'm not gonna lie. And now our olive oil. Now it's time for our spices. We're gonna put in the cumin and our salt and our pepper. Really surprised me that this only has cumin, salt, and pepper in it, but the lime juice and the orange juice and the olive oil and the cilantro really give it a good flavor. So now we're gonna seal up the bag and we're gonna go ahead and squish out all the air just like that without spilling. And then we're just gonna give the bag a good mix. So just mix it around really well until we think it's nice and yeah, looking good. All right, so now we're gonna put it back into our canister here, and we are going to add we'll open it up first, obviously. So open it up, and we are going to get a measuring cup and take out half of a cup of the marinade to save for later. And I'm going to store mine in a glass jar, and I'm going to use this 1/4 cup measure cup and just dip it right on out and save it to put on the meat once I have it all grilled and ready to go. And now it's time for us to add our meat. So I'm going to go ahead and use my hands because why not? No one else is here and no one else cares for the moment. So yeah, we're just going to stuff our meat inside there And like I mentioned, it was on sale because it was about to hit its shelf date. And so you'll see it's a little bit, piece of fat, a little bit brown in some spots, but that shouldn't matter for a marinade that's going to go overnight anyway. So now we're just going to seal the bag. Doesn't pop it out. Oh, we're going to pop it out and seal the bag here. And we want to make sure to get all of the air out, or as much as you can. So I usually fold the bag. There we go. Squish. All right. And now I'm just going to move the marinade and make sure it is touching all of my meat because I want it to marinate evenly. Looks good. All right. And there we go. Now into the refrigerator, it's going to go for 4 to 24 hours. And then at the end of the 24 hours, I'll be back to show you how to cook it up. Can't wait.
And here is that beautiful meat. So I'm gonna go ahead and stick it right back inside of my container here. And like I mentioned, you can get these containers at the dollar store right now for $1, which they're super nice for packing freezer meals. And I do a lot of freezer meals. In fact, I made mention about it in another video and someone asked the question, what kind of workshops do I do? I actually do freezer meal workshops. So if you're in Northern California area, maybe you want to come to one of my freezer workshops. They're super fun and you get to make meals for your month in just an hour. You can make like 10 meals and it's very, very affordable and it's fun. That's like a social event. So we're gonna use the air fryer to make our carne asada. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my air fryer to 400 degrees. And push start. Bang. All right, so we're gonna set that off to the side. This is gonna be the tongs that we're gonna use to put it in there. But in the meantime, let's get the rest of our street tacos ready because this is only going to take 8 minutes. And so really, we're already done. Dinner is nearly done. And if it's a true street taco, you don't have much in the taco. You have onions, which I have here. I have diced up a half of an onion, and this is just a white sweet onion. And then I have cilantro that I'm gonna go ahead and de-stem right here while I talk. So as I was mentioning, street tacos are my jam. I have never made them at home before, because I think I was intimidated with the idea of doing carne asada because I am not of the Mexican descent and I feel like it's possible that I would not do it right. So I've never wanted to do it, mainly because I really love my street tacos and I would hate to ruin a cut of meat because maybe I didn't know how to cook it or I didn't know what to do. However, my air fryer has taken a lot of that worry out. I used to not be able to do any steaks, like for real. Every time I would do a steak, it would turn out like bunk. It would be dry or it would be overcooked, which even when I would take the steak out way early, there was always something wrong with it. But since getting my air fryer, I'm happy to report that all of my steaks turn out perfect. Now, grilling steaks, that's a different story, but we're in the middle of winter. We're not gonna go outside and grill. So we're gonna do the asada, the carne asada in our air fryer. When I made my marinade, I actually decided to keep all of the stems on because the stems actually have a ton of oils in them and it's actually a really intense flavor. So if you use the stems in a marinade, no one's gonna notice. If you use them on your taco, people are gonna notice. I did already wash this, so I don't have to wash it again, and I'll probably, maybe I won't. I was gonna say I might give it a rough chop before it goes on our tacos, but we'll see. We'll see. Everybody else is at work today, so just my husband and I for dinner tonight. And the other thing I'll mention is make sure you have limes and radishes for your street tacos. Those make them authentic. Even though I'm not a Mexican, we're still going to do authentic stuff here. It's going to be amazing. All right, all my stems, all done. Now my cilantro is ready. Let's get the steak in. All right, so all we're gonna do is we're going to open our air fryer and see the little basket in there. And we are going to remove a piece of our asada. And we're just gonna slam it down right in there. Our carne asada. I should, if I could hear Google right now, I would ask her what carne asada means. I mean, I know asada means beef. No, meat. Carne is meat, but what is asada? Like, is it just the name of anything? Okay, we're gonna put this in for 8 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and move it down to 8 minutes. There we go. And then after 8 minutes, we're gonna let that rest for just probably about 10 minutes before we cut it. Really, you have to wait a while because we want all those juices to remain inside. So I'll see you back here in about 8 minutes. Okay, the time is up. I'm gonna go ahead and get it started again just because I want to make sure that we have all of our meat cooked. I'm gonna let this rest for 10 minutes before I touch it. Oh, who am I kidding? Okay, I'm gonna taste this first. Then I'll let the rest of it rest. Oh man. That's good. All right, the timer has gone up again. So we are going to take out our second set here. The smell in here is ridiculous. Okay, so now that this has been resting for a few minutes, let's cut it up. And basically, we just want to cut them into bite-sized pieces. Oh man, my stomach is growling. This, seriously, smell-o-vision should be a thing because you guys would be dying right now. It is so delicious. We'll just cut it into little, oh man, seriously. That is out of this world. The lime juice and the orange juice really that is freaking fantastic. All right, so once you have your meat cut, we're going to magically grab another bowl. And we are going to put that into our bowl. Look at all those yummy juices. Yeah, super juicy still. And now we are going to add some of our marinade from earlier. Just give it a little stir. I'm going to put that in there. Oh, stinking yeah. Toss it in there. Oh my stinking goodness. Seriously, can you even? I am speechless at how delicious it is. Time to plate some tacos. Now, I failed to get my lime and radishes, so my husband is actually picking them up on the way home. However, I don't think I can wait for him to try this taco. So, sorry, honey. Unless you hurry up, you ain't getting a taco right away. Okay, actually, he'll get one right when he walks in the door. I'll just have to do the radishes up. All right, so street tacos are 2 corn tortillas per taco, just like so. We're actually going to put just a teeny bit of water right on the top of this plate. I know it seems weird, but you want it. And then we're going to turn the plate over just like that. And we're going to put it in the microwave for 30 seconds. My mind is blown at how good that is. Like, ridiculous good. Like, it's so good. I want my husband to come on camera when he tries it, because his face doesn't lie. There's things that I'll try, there's recipes I'll try, and he'll take a bite and he'll be like, well, that's interesting. Bless his heart. All right. Now we have our steamed deliciousness. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put some meat right in the middle there, and you don't need that much because they're street tacos. And we're going to put some onion right in. And then if you feel like it needs some more cilantro, you're going to hit it with a little bit more cilantro, just like so. And there you go. You have some street tacos. Now the taste test. Although we already know what Heather thinks of it. So, but this is how you eat a street taco. Delicious. Let me just tell you what. That is a good street taco. If I didn't know any better, I honestly might think that I just went to a taco truck and got some tacos. Not even joking. You know how sometimes you don't know if people are like, oh, they're just saying that for the video because they want more views, blah, 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 blah. Nope. Nope, this is for real, man. This is the real deal. I don't think I mentioned, or maybe I did. Maybe I mentioned that I had not tried this recipe. I just knew that I liked street tacos. Oh, I did mention. And I found them, yeah. That was a really big bite. I got no shame in my game. Seriously, that is good carne asada. Oh, I can't even right now. I have got to get off. The only thing that would make this better is my radishes and a little bit of lime juice. I am pleased. It is well with my soul. That marinade, that tri-tip, those street tacos are the bomb. And the good news is, my husband doesn't have to know I already ate 2 tacos. Stupid good. Amazing. All right, you guys, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe so you'll never miss a video. I do videos twice a week, Mondays and Fridays. And the biggest compliment is to leave me a comment. Tell me what you enjoyed seeing. Give me a recipe that you'd like me to try because, as you know, I'm always up for an adventure. Sometimes my adventures don't go exactly how they planned, but you know what? Sometimes they go even better. So I hope you adventure with me some more. We'll talk to you later. Bye!